channel, hyuneeEats. It's your girl, Hyunee, and today I'm going to be eating Vietnamese food. I asked you guys on Twitter what food I should eat next for my mukbang video, and it was between Mexican food and Vietnamese food. And Vietnamese food got 78% of the votes. So that's why I got Vietnamese food today. And here I have pho with rare steak, flank, and tendon. And egg rolls, spring rolls, chicken fried rice, and I also have some chopped onions here with hoisin sauce and sriracha, and it goes so well with the pho. I put everything in here except these mint leaves because I don't really like them in my pho, and also I didn't put lime in there either. Mmm. 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 So good. This peanut sauce is one of the best I've had. It's sweet and it has peanut chunks in there, so it gives that texture. I love the rice wrap. It's like one of my favorites. I don't know if you guys tried the chopped onions like this before. So you put like half of the hoisin sauce and half sriracha sauce, like 50-50. And then you mix it up. It's so delicious. I love onions. I love egg rolls. Their egg rolls are so small though, and then they gave me so much of the fish sauce. So today I wanted to talk about when I first got my license and the pros and cons of having a car for the first time amongst your friends. So like I was the only one that had a car amongst my friends. So in America, well in California, the age you can get a driving permit is 15 and a half. So 15 years old and a half. So right when I turned 15 and a half, I took the driver's ed class. I think you have to take like 20 hours, or I don't exactly remember because it was so long ago, but you have to take a certain amount of hours to get your permit. Because you have to know all the rules of driving and like, you know, you can't just go out into the road without knowing any of the laws. I think this is the flank. So I took the driver's ed class, and the guy, he was sitting next to me, and he has like the pedals and stuff to control just in case like I was speeding or like, you know, if we were about to get into an accident. This guy, he puts his foot up. Okay, sorry, but he puts his foot up like that in front of the AC while we're, you know, going up to the mountain. And I could see it from the side of my eyes, but I couldn't really say anything because I didn't want to be rude and be like, ajashi, which means like older guy. Can you put your foot down? You know, I can't say that. He's a teacher. I was like so disgusted, right? I was already disgusted. And on top of that, you know what he starts doing? He starts burping. Like constantly. Like, it wasn't even a quiet burp. It was like, and I really wanted to roll the windows down, but again, I don't want to be rude. So for like, until I finished the driver's ed course, I suffered from that smell, and just that whole situation was, oh, it's so disgusting. I found out later that all my friends went through him, so they've been through what I've been through, like the whole burp and the foot situation. Which is pretty funny if I think about it now. But it was so disgusting. Like, where's the manners? Chicken fried rice. Whoops. It's a little bland. And put sriracha. My love. My love. So after the driver's ed course, when I turned 16, I took the writing test. And I passed on the first try, which I was so happy about. And because I love cars and I always wanted a driver's license so early, I made sure I knew everything. And I finished the test in like 10 minutes, I think. And then the person that was there was like, "What? You're already done?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm done." And they checked it, and then I passed. Back then, we had to like check it with our hands, but then now I think they use computer, so you know right away how many you got wrong or if you passed or not. I remember when I got my permit, like my mom would always make me drive to get groceries and stuff because I was like her personal driver basically. Sorry, my dog's barking. My mom and I would argue a lot because I wanted to take my car to school, even though my school was like 5 minutes away. But I always wanted to do something after school, like go somewhere, you know? So even though my school was like 5-minute drive away, so it's like 15-minute walk, kind of, I wanted to wake up as late as I could and just drive to school, you know? I'm really not a morning person. Well, I changed a little bit, but I still don't like waking up early in the morning. So my mom and I used to argue a lot because of the whole car situation. Sometimes, though, I snuck out my mom's car and drove it to school. And sometimes she wouldn't know because I would come home and then she would use the car, you know? So she wouldn't know. Shh. So the good thing about having a car was because in LA or in California, if you don't have a car, you can't really get anywhere. You can't go anywhere. So when I would bring my car to school, after school, my friends and I, we would like go to the park. There was this place where like you have to drive up to the mountain and there's a park and there's like a rocket ship. And we just love to just hang out and look at the view, you know? Also, we would just drive around and have like a karaoke in the car. Like listen to the CD. What I loved about having a car was also because my friends would make me like little CDs. Like they would put their own songs or the songs that we love singing together and like make it for me. You know, now that I think about it, the good thing about not owning my own car as I turned 16 was that I didn't have to pay for my own gas. So I would like drive everywhere with my friends and then my mom would pay for it. And my mom would fill it up. The bad things though, the cons. I kind of felt obligated to take my friends home like after school. Like if I brought my car to school. And I felt like a little like they were kind of taking advantage of it. Like for me, I don't really like it when people are a little manipulative. I like it when people are more straight up. So like if they wanted me to take them home, like, oh, can you take me home on your way to wherever, they could say that. But sometimes they would be like, oh, honey, like, let's go to K-Town to do this. But it was really because they had to be dropped off there, I really just hated that. And because I was the only one that had a car and that could drive, so yeah, that happened a lot. And then after like they got their own cars, like we kind of drifted apart. I don't know, after like college and stuff. I'm sure it wasn't just because of the whole car situation, but yeah, we kind of drifted apart after. It's kind of sad, but I think everything happens for a reason. Even though I'm not really friends with my high school friends that I used to hang out with like every day, I'm really happy that we got to make a lot of memories because of my car, because I was able to drive. I still have all the sticker pictures, and it's gonna be in my memories forever. So, and that was basically what it was like when I first got my license. As a graduation gift, I finally got my own car! Woo! Thank you, Daddy. Yeah, I got my own car when I was 18. I was so happy. When my car came though, I was working and the dealer brought the car to our house. So even if I did get my car that day, it was like really late at night when I got home. So I didn't get to drive it until the next day. So, I could like barely sleep because of all the excitement. And my dad didn't want me to go test it out because it was so late at night. It was dangerous. So I had to wait. So the next day, I go out to my car because it was street parked. And then I go to my car, all excited. Guess what? I don't know who and why and when anyone would do this, but they super glued 4 pennies in the front driver's window, and they super glued my keyhole, and they threw eggs at my car. I was so upset. I was so sad. I took it off the window and I just fell to the ground and I started crying, tearing up. And then I saw my dad coming because he was about to go to work. And he saw me. He's like, "What's wrong?" And I start like crying, bawling when he asked me that. I said, someone super glued my car and they egged my car. And my dad's like, "So why are you crying? Don't cry. That's not going to solve anything." And I was like, well, you gifted it to me. Like, you worked so hard to get me a car and someone just did this to my car for no apparent reason. He wanted me to be more mature and more grown up and not cry about things. So he was kind of like, why are you crying? Stop crying. Like, you know, being a tough dad. But I just couldn't hold back my tears. He worked so hard for us, and to get me a car, you know? And some haters, some idiots just do that. Why? I don't know why people are so mean. So to this day, my keyhole is still super glued because they can't unglue it. So if I lock my keys inside my car, like, I have to call the insurance company and they have to pop my car door open because they can't use a keyhole. So the first day I went to test drive my car, I drove it to the car wash. And then, you know, I asked them if they could take the glue off my car, and they were so nice about it. I tipped them a lot because, like, they really worked hard to get all that glue off of my car. You know what sucks too? We never found who did it. I reported it to the police. Sent them pictures of my car. But they didn't do anything about it, I don't think. I don't think they even tried to, like, find out who did it. All in all, I'm just thankful and I appreciate, you know, everything for my parents. That I'm able to drive, I'm able to have my own car. I'm just glad I was able to have fun and, you know, not get into a huge accident or anything at a young age. And I made a lot of memories. Were any of you guys the first ones to drive among your friends? And how was it? Did you guys have any problems like I did sometimes, or were you okay being the first ones to drive? I basically finished everything. There's just like little vegetables in here. Thank you, my honeybees, so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to this channel to see more. And like this video if you guys liked it. And comment down below if you guys have any questions or have any stories to share. And I'll see you guys in my next video.